So, you want to know about Record High? Well, here it is. Record High is one of the most honky-tonk songs I've ever cut. It's a beer-drinking, hell-raising little honky-tonk song. It's something that I've never really had in my catalog. It's actually a song that I didn't write. It was written by Drake Milligan, Jon Pardi, and Rodney Clawson. It was pitched to me by management, and it was sitting there. And they were like, "Man, this is a no-brainer. This fits everything that you're doing. It's gonna be a great live song," and it is, man. We go out to the front row, and everyone just slinging beers and raising their beers at us, and it's just what it is, man. It's a hell-raising, good old honky-tonk time. That song's perfect for it. We actually did a music video for it in one of my favorite bars, Cahoots Dance Hall out in Lebanon, Tennessee, which was the very first bar I ever sold out outside of my home state of Texas. So it has a lot of significance to me, has a lot of meaning to me, just being back in that bar. And man, it was just a no-brainer to go there. And it was the biggest production we've ever had. Sam Sisk came in and he directed it, and they brought in everything. It was like a 12-man crew. I'd never seen that. The most people I've ever seen on a project was like 4 guys, maybe 5. And it felt like I was walking into a movie set. You got actors over here. They brought in all sorts of people just to be dancers, and then stand up in front of the stage and raise hell just like we do at our live shows. And it was just cool, man. It was one of those moments where you watch it all come together and you're like, okay, the power of the label is a very strong thing. During this video shot, I got to have all my friends there. My girlfriend was there. I had one of my buddies was actually dancing with my girlfriend while I was on stage. I was watching it. They were two-stepping good. He's from Texas, so she's from Virginia. He had to teach her a few moves. No big deal. No harm, no foul. I didn't have to kill him. But yeah, man, it was fun. It was one of my favorite shoots. This is a good time, man. I had my whole band. We actually had the entire band on stage. So everybody that's there is like, what you got to see in that music video is actually how our live show looks and feels. And then I think it was just like maybe a month later that we went back into Cahoots. Not even a month or 2 later, we went back into Cahoots and then sold it out again. And I just love that bar, man. It's just one of my favorite places, man, because the owner, the way that they treat you like an old friend. Our first time in, we pre-sold it out, and I'd never gotten to have my poster or a picture or anything put up on the wall. And when you walk in and you're sitting on the stage and look up, all the artists that have sold it out before, and then like the major artists that have played there, they're all on the wall. And I believe he stuck me up there with Joe Diffie. Rest in peace, Joe. Old T-Bird, Tracy Bird. And when they put it up there, it's just like one of those moments where, like, dude, I grew up with those guys. For me, like, again, 90s country, just one of my biggest influences. As a kid, you listen to those people on the radio, you dream about being on the radio, you dream about following in their footsteps, you dream about filling those shoes. So for me, seeing that stuff on the wall like that, that bar holds so much value to me. To do Record High there was one of the coolest things I've gotten to do. And it's a second song, kicking off on the record. It just comes out, kicks you in the teeth with a hell-raising time. That's what we do. In fact, I'm pretty sure most of this arrangement on this record was actually an old set list that we've been doing. So, I mean, what you get on this record is the feel of what we do in a live show.